Good morning. Oh my goodness. Look what we woke up to today. Snow. Like, what the heck? So, I didn't get a chance to show you my I can only run this for an hour. So this is my generator that I bought. I gotta move it a little bit closer. And I still got some gas left. It's gonna run fine for an hour. I only have an hour of my lead time for running the generator today, and there's not much sun. So we're gonna shut the door as much as we can with the cord in the way. There we go. Oh, and basically it's charging up at 144 watts, 80%. I have the, where is it? The refrigerator is plugged in, I think. Why is it not turning on though? Let me check this out. Hang on. Because that wasn't working. Okay, now it should be running. Yep. Okay. See, now the fridge is turned on. Dooders went out for a pee. He fought the whole time. Now he's underneath getting warm. So that's what I'm going to do. I turned this off last night. And so I have this propane, I got another propane, so we'll be fine keeping warm for the next day. And I also have fully charged batteries, so I can do my electric, and I can also turn on the gas. I have a full tank of gas, so I think we'll be okay. I need to make some coffee. And, yeah, because I got to leave here at 11. So my idea is I have to check out at 11. So I'm going to drive down at 11, check out, go over to the showers, park there, if there's parking, and take a shower, you know, do some work or whatever, maybe even charge up something that might need charging. If this doesn't get, my battery is at 80% now, it won't go to full battery in an hour on the generator. So I can maybe bring my little one in, I'll charge that up inside the bathroom. If there, I'm assuming there's got to be a plug because people like to do their hair. So I can plug in and charge up a little bit while I take a shower and wash my hair, and then I can come back, check in at noon to my new spot, and go to my new spot. That's the plan for today. So it's gonna be a little bit of movement, but that's okay. All right, let me get some coffee made. These ravens are like huge. Holy cow. Yeah, they're big. They're bigger than Dooders. This is my new site. I don't like this one as much, but beggars can't be choosers. It's basically a pull through. Oh, let me back you up a little bit here. Alright, here we go. So it's basically a pull-through site. The good news is there's garbage there. Bathroom is right there. It's pretty flat. I have these nice big rocks. There's a fire pit. Nice area. Nice sun. Open for my solar. I'm going to get my solar out in a minute. So yeah, I think I did pretty good. There I am. Site 298. What do you think, duders? Well, it's been a very uneventful day today here. I've been just working pretty much all day after I checked back in, and staying in here because it's freezing out there. I have my Mr. Buddy heater going right there on the floor. Duders is being nosy because he sees that I'm cooking something. I'm just using my big pan here, and I'm heating up some Progresso Italian wedding soup. It's like my favorite soup, I think. And once this gets piping hot, I'm gonna take this off, put some aluminum foil, put the cover over it, set it aside, and then I'm gonna grill up some grilled cheese so I can have some soup and grilled cheese for dinner. Right now I'm just waiting for my computer to charge up. What I found in all my testing and stuff like that is that my computer charges faster when I don't do anything. So like if I have it closed and just charges, it charges a lot faster. So I'm charging that as well as charging my phone, and I'm just watching a little bit of YouTube right now on my iPad while this is cooking. So yeah, that's what's going on today, or that's what's going on this evening. All right. Is it just me, or do you always need to cut a grilled cheese? I definitely do. So there's my soup. Got half of it at a time. Diet Coke. Judy, do you recognize this plate? Shout out to my sister Judy if she recognizes this plate. I just got this, like, this soup was here from like the beginning of my trip. It's one thing I love about canned soup. Doesn't go bad. And I love the little meatballs. So good. And of course, grilled cheese. I just get the shredded, pre-shredded, sharp cheese. And what I like about the way I've been cooking in the van is the easy way to make the grilled cheese is I actually go like this with the butter. You know, let the butter go in the pan. Put the piece of bread down to soak up the butter, take it out. Do it again, put the other side in, soak up butter, take it out. Then I flip around. I do both sides. I do both sides with my grilled cheese. Then I put one side back in, sprinkle the shredded cheese, put the top on, flip it. I think you know how to make a grilled cheese. Normally I would put apple in this because I love apple, but I was using my apple when I was at the hot springs with the wild horses and the donkeys or whatever they were, trying to see if they could, if they would come to me with apple. Excuse you. A little bit of crust for you. You can't have cheese. No cheese. I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm changing it up a little bit, and I've decided that I'm going to do some more cooking because I'm still very cold in here, and I'm trying to conserve my propane. So I thought I'd show you guys what I'm going to cook, because that way using my butane stove will also heat up the van. I'm afraid to start the van and have it run for a little while like I normally do when I'm cold, because this is a no generator loop. Tomorrow night I'm staying back in the other loop, so I wouldn't have a problem with running my car. Tonight it's supposed to be really cold. Tomorrow night it's supposed to be better. And then the next day is when I'm gonna go and actually go to the canyon. So what I'm gonna do is, let me put you down here. Hang on a minute. I gotta answer a text. Hang on. Just wondering, oh, let me respond. I gotta respond to this person quick. Just wondering, maybe we can chat tomorrow. I have a company that's possibly going to want to send me a product out, and I think your house would be the closest one. Can I have them mail the product to your house for me? Question mark. Can you see this? Oh, you can't see it. I feel like I'm doing ASMR. Can you see this? Look here. Follow the light. Sorry. So, I'm making some cookies. And I already have the Pillsbury cookie dough. And then I have this little mini cast iron thing. So, we're going to heat this up. I'm going to put it on low heat. And I want to get a little bit of... Somebody's alarm's going off. I have this butter flavored coconut oil. I figured I could use that to, you know, I've got a stand for a reason. Can you see that at all? Hopefully you can. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this in here to melt down. I like this better than butter. The coconut oil has a higher burning temperature and it won't like burn, but this still gives you like a little bit of the butter flavors. So it's just to kind of help the non-stickability of this. I'm gonna literally like flatten them out, kind of like what I did with the biscuits. And we'll just... I could make like a big flat thing of it, but I don't want to go that crazy. We'll just cook some of this up and see how it works. And I can eat a piece while I'm waiting. It's got a little bit too much of the oil. So we're going to throw that. I'm just going to... my Starbucks cup. We'll see if it works. I'm all for the experimentation. Two became one when I went to flip it. So I basically cooked it for like a few minutes on each side, and then now I've just shut it off, and I'm just going to let it sit here and let it cool enough. I figured with the heat that's still in this pot, it'll finish cooking to perfection. That's what we're going for, and I'll show you when it's cooled off, and we'll do a taste test. Okay, I'm back. This is kind of what it looks like. This is the first try. I'm going to try it a couple more times, but it's cooled now. You know, it still works. It tastes like a chocolate chip cookie. Because it is a chocolate chip cookie. It's brown, but it didn't get burnt. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like that perfect crustiness that you only want to eat when it's just cooled. But if I bit into it when it was like fully cooled, it would be like really hard. So I'm gonna try to perfect it, because that's what I can do tonight in between my other little shenanigans. And I have a whole package of cookie dough. What? Did you want one? You can't have it. It's got chocolate in it. Let's see if you... Oh. This is what he does. You need some help covering your butt? Well, okay, I'm gonna pop off here until I get ready to cook again, because I'm still gonna make popcorn so I can have it for like movie time tonight, and I'll come back and show you if I make the cookies any better, because that wasn't cooked long enough for me to be able to heat up this place, so I definitely got to do a little bit more cooking. Guess what? It's popcorn time. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna cook until I'm ready to go to sleep. Okay, so this is what we got set up here. This is my absolute favorite pan, especially for popcorn. I use this for everything. I use this for heating up my sauce. I use this for boiling pasta. I use this for making popcorn. I use this for heating up my soup. If I want a bunch of water for bathing, washing up, fill this up with water, put it in one of my tubs. Absolutely love it. This is a Calphalon stainless steel. I mean, I have this whole stainless steel set. This is my absolute favorite pan, and I'm a firm believer that all this stuff that's in here, I mean, I could clean this if I want, but you know what? I just think it seasons the pan. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some canola oil, coat the bottom of the pan. And I gotta, you know, you might think, oh, this is, you know, yeah, it's popcorn, blah, 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 blah. It's so easy to make. Trust me when I tell you, this is how you make good popcorn. Now, if you notice the shape of this pan, okay, this shape of this pan is wider on top than it is on the bottom. And this helps, as the popcorn pops, minimize the burning at the bottom, if you know what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on, and I'm going to kick down to heat like that. We're going to start heating up the oil. I brought my own popcorn with me, and I have this little measuring thing, and I usually do about that much popcorn, depending on how hungry I am. I'm going to put a few kernels in there now, because that'll tell you when it's ready. Right? This is what you've always been taught. There's going to be a trick to this, though. There's going to be a trick, and you have to do it fast. I also have my salt, and I have my butter. And I think I have about this much butter left. What is it? Maybe like between a half, less than a half a stick. This is, I'm just going to use the whole thing. So we're going to take this off. Watch the magic. Bet you didn't think you were going to get a cooking show. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm cutting this into little pieces. I'll show you when I'm done, because I'm too lazy. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to save this pat for the morning. I'm going to save this pat for the morning. So, whatever I showed you, less 1 pat. So I'm still waiting for this to heat up. Stretch! And yes, if you can see it, I know I have soup stain. I think I'm going to have to take this sweatshirt off tomorrow. Even though I don't want to. And I'm on low battery. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I got to switch my battery quick. I have no idea if that was recording. I think I totally ruined the whole video. Gah! If this isn't recorded, I'm going to be pissed. Let me check. Yeah, so basically the whole thing didn't record. So what I did was I put the popcorn in. As soon as the first few kernels popped, I poured the rest in. Then what I did is I quickly opened up the lid and I put the butter in, closed the lid. Then I took the salt, put the salt inside of here, opened the lid quickly, and sprinkled the salt. That's the trick, because that way everything's going to be coated with butter. I can eat it right out of the pan. And the size of this pan, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, helps the bottom, like as it's popping, the kernels stay on top. And it keeps the bottom from minimize burning. So we're going to sit here and I'm just going to give it a little bit of help. But how easy is this? And you have to kind of get used to your pot as to how much popcorn to put in so that, you know, it doesn't like spill over or have your, I mean, your top can come up a little bit. It's just about done. I think that's done. There we go. Best popcorn you'll ever taste. Oh. So I'm just going to let it sit there and cool a few minutes, because I am just going to eat it right out of the pan. Because I don't feel like dirtying another dish. This is what I've learned myself, and from watching other people. I'm like, why is she just eating it out of the pan? So that you don't have to do another dish. If I wanted to, I do have these fancy popcorn bags that I got at the Dollar Tree. But, oh, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's put some in the popcorn bag. I think there was 8 of them in here. But now I gotta figure out, I normally don't even do that good. So that whole container ended up in this bag. Yeah. Ooh, it's hot. And buttery. Now it's time for me to pick a movie out and enjoy this. So, I'll chat with you in the morning. Tomorrow's going to be another work day for me. Pretty boring for you. Pretty boring for me. But it's work that has to get done.